nice this morning. Yay! Okay, so you don't mind the water at all.
She does pretty good in the bathtub.
Obviously. Oh, look at this. Full range of motion. No hesitation whatsoever. Yeah, stay there. See if you can come around. Oh, there.
Oh, yeah.
See if you can get a picture of that because, oh, she doesn't do it when she's free swimming, but when I do resisted swimming. Come on, Bella. Come on, good girl. Are you tired already? You're cheating. Come on. This way. Over here, Bella. Bella, that's Mom, I know.
Oh, oh.
Come on. She's doing great. She could build a ton of power with that stroke. Now, she started out doing an absolute full stroke because she was a little anxious. Come here. Come stand. That was about 1.5 minutes of swimming. Her ear weighs as much as you. The right rear stroke is about 80% of what the left rear stroke is. Which means hip flexors, hip extensors are working just fine. There's no clicking.
Now there was some clicking when we were doing like stretching her leg. The doctor
Was it in the hip?
yeah, he said that he noticed a little clicking and he thought everything was fine, but there might be a little fluid there.
Well, the click is usually, in my experience, the click is usually the excised neck of the femur because they leave a little bit of that neck on there for attachment site. I didn't time that, but that was about another 2 minutes. You'll probably have it on camera.
Right.
You'll be able to tell me, hey, his internal clock's pretty good. That was 2 minutes and 10 seconds. She's standing on it again. She's actually weighting it now because I can see her muscles contracting. So you know, we're distracting her. We're keeping her busy. The endorphins are flying. Anyway, what I was going to say about the clicking is I find that it's usually there's the head of the femur on these guys is tiny. So when they excise that and they take that back, they want to make sure that neck clears the pelvis so that it doesn't bump. But when the muscles are really weak and you've got post-surgical swelling and the immediate atrophy that follows surgery, and oftentimes it'll bump just because they don't have any way of getting those muscles to fire and stabilize everything. So as soon as they start working, like in here where she's doing a vigorous muscle contraction, that just all disappears. And that, I think that's what's happened, because I wouldn't doubt that she had some bumping or clicking. I haven't felt anything yet. It does feel like it's pretty tightly compacted together in there because it almost feels like a normal hip. It's rotating that well, which we know it's not. You ready to swim again? Why are you shaking? You got me to keep you warm. The pool's warmer than you. Okay, here we go. We're going out in the ocean. Mom and Dad, go. She's a good little swimmer. Look at that. You didn't ask for more. Look at it. She's a motorboat. If we were to try and mimic this much power and this much speed on land, this would be like running uphill. Oh, you know, I just felt a little ding. Yeah. When she extends her right leg, every once in a while she gets a little bump. It doesn't seem to bother her at all. She doesn't even seem to notice it, but she does. She gets a little bump where it's bumping into something, more than likely the pelvis. You know, that's the most likely.
Right.
You can't say for sure, but in my experience, I think I told you I've had maybe a half dozen patients in all my years that have had to go back in and have a little bit more shaved off. I have plenty of dogs that have that little bumping early on in the rehab, and I attribute it to just poor muscle coordination. Because when she's really firing, yeah, when she's really firing and she's in a rhythm, it almost disappears, if not does disappear, because it wasn't there earlier. It's probably muscle fatigue. So that was another 2 or 3 minutes. So she swum probably about 7 minutes already. The way I mean, this is like,
Right.
this is a huge body of water for her. Oh, I'm back. No, not the mom.
You want me to stand over there?
Well, let's see what happens when you move. See? It's all about you. If it was about following the wall back to the platform, she'd have just kept right on going. She's
Right.
following you.
Right.
So,
She likes me.
well, yeah. And she knows you're going to save her. Look at you, little one. Now she's got it down. Just enough to balance on. Girl, Bella. You are strong. Good front end. That was very good. Very good. She's looking at me like, why are you doing this to me? Go, go, go. There you go. Bella, the platform's over here. That's the way out. Wow. Now there is a full, all-out stroke. She did about 5 or 6 strokes there where she was trying to get away from me. And by the way, you'll notice this when you get her in. You don't have to put much resistance on the tail at all to make her work really hard. You're not gonna hurt her tail. Girl, that's she's been doing at least an 75 to 80% stroke the entire time. And there have been a few times where she actually matched the left side. She was doing an equivalent of a symmetrical stroke. Like right now, she's pretty darn close, very close to a symmetrical stroke. So she's really trying to get away from me. She wants to go to the lift. She wants to go to Dad. And I'm going to hand her out to you. You can just grab that towel and wrap her up in that towel and dry her off. That's for her. The spa treatment. Girl, Bella, you did great. And I felt it click right there when she was trying to squirm around in my hand. So she's still got a little bit of bumping going on. It doesn't seem to bother her at all. So all we can do is monitor that.
Okay.
In my experience, I'd say 98% of the dogs, that just disappears. It just, as they get stronger, it just goes away.